YouTube, my name is Robin Not-Cherbatsky, and look, I'm making another vlog after like months of not doing anything. Sorry about that. I had been insanely busy. Once October hit, things just got really, really busy for me. I was doing 4 shows at once, and I just didn't have the time to edit anything. I could have recorded something, but I just wouldn't have had the time to edit it and get it up to you guys. So I'm sorry about that. I wanted to play a quick catch-up before the end of the year. It's just after Christmas, just before the new year, and I just wanted to get you guys caught up on what I had been doing and kind of finish out the year with one last vlog. So the last show that I had been telling you guys about was this show called Tinseltown that I was doing, and that went over really, really well, and that seems to have opened quite a few doors for me. So I'm now currently working at the theater that did Tinseltown quite a bit. I've done now 3 shows there, and I've got another one coming up in a couple of months that I'll be doing there. And the director that also wrote Tinseltown wants to work with me quite a bit, so that's really, really nice. So it's great to just get out there and meet new people and do new things, and you never know where it's going to lead. So that's been really great. So once Tinseltown was up and running, for Halloween I ended up doing a play festival with a couple of friends of mine. They were just like one night, one show, you read a script and perform it, and so I did 2 of those on Halloween. So that was really fun and hectic. Had to do pretty much 3 rehearsals at once. But they were really fun. One of them was like an old-time radio style show, so we got to dress up in like 1930s style clothes and read it like we would have if we were in 1930s TV radio. Not TV, just radio. I don't know what I'm saying. But I've done things like that before, and it's always really, really fun. You know, you have live sound effects and actors just going over the top because it would be on radio, and it's a lot of fun. The other show that I did was a little weird. It was about a nun who also sold drugs and did sexual favors for people, and it was very strange, but it was really funny. I cannot even remember the name of it. It had a lot of nun jokes in it, but it was really funny. So we did that, and then shortly after that I did a Reader's Theater, which is a bunch of like short readings from like Hemingway, Dickens, a bunch of like old-time writers, and then you just read them out of the book in front of a live audience. And it's a little bit harder than just doing a normal play because you don't have the lines memorized, you don't know exactly like what's coming out, and you have to really emote. You have to really put your heart and soul into it. You can't just sit there and read because that's not going to be interesting. So you have to really put a lot of character into it and be over the top with it. And it was a lot of fun. So I did that for a couple of weekends. And then we did an original Christmas play called Christmas Blues at Fat Freddy's Diner. And that, in and of itself, was kind of an ordeal. It was great, though. The place that I'm working at now, the director's mom wrote this play, and I guess she's written some other plays in the past, but this was her first musical that she had ever written, and she recently suffered some brain damage. So she was just coming off of having like brain surgery and having brain damage, and she wrote a musical. And we're like, yeah, sure, we'll put on your musical. And it was a really good play. The music kind of needed some work. Some of the writing needed a little bit of work, but we got through it, and it was great, and it was wonderful, and it was a lot of fun. We had to rewrite some musical parts, and some of the songs kind of didn't make a lot of sense, but we worked them out, and it was great, and that just closed a couple of nights ago. So now I've got about like a week and a half off before I start rehearsals for my next show, and that's going to start me off in the new year. That show is called Commander Hastings, and it's written by the same guy who wrote Tinseltown, and I guess directed by him as well. And they've done this show before, so I guess it's going to be a really big hit, because I guess a lot of people like it. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a show called Anna in the Tropics, which I've been looking forward to for about a year now. The director of that show came to me last February and asked me to be in it because it was supposed to go on this past September, but it needed to get pushed back for other reasons. And it's really a great honor to work with her again, and she really wanted me to be in this role and be in this part, and so I'm really looking forward to that. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a show called Mousetrap, which I guess is the longest running play in history, something like that. It's a murder mystery type play. It's kind of like 10 Little Indians or Clue or something like that, where all these people meet up in a hotel and then they start dying off one by one, and you have to kind of figure out who the murderer is. I've actually never read it. I just know like the synopsis of it, but that's going to be really fun. So I'm pretty much booked all the way up until May. So that's going to be really fun, and it's going to be really hectic, but I mean, nothing more than it has been this year. By the time this goes up, I will have worked on 13 shows this year alone, which is ridiculous. I didn't even think that was possible. That's more than a show a month, obviously. And it was just insane. I didn't act in all of those shows. I only acted in 8 shows this year, which is still a lot. But I participated in some form, whether I did sound design, whether I helped with choreography, stage manage, what have you. But it's been a lot of fun. So that's what I've been doing this year. I hope all of you have had a great and wonderful year. I hope you guys have wonderful plans for next year. And I really have a lot of plans for this channel coming in the next year. I've got a couple of friends who I'm going to be doing some collaborative stuff with. I've just got some other ideas of stuff that I want to post. And I know that I haven't done a lot with this channel this year, but it was kind of my jumping off point. It was kind of introducing myself to how I was going to be able to record and edit and post stuff and still do my 40-hour-a-week job and do my theater productions and my rehearsals and things like that, and try and balance it out. And I may not have done that the best way possible, but it's given me at least my foot in the door as to how it's done. And hopefully next year I'll be able to get on a schedule and get some more stuff out. And like I said, I've got some really great ideas of things that I want to post. So hopefully next year will be a better year for me YouTube-wise. But it was a start, and I'm glad that I did it, and I'm glad that I've had this year to talk with some of you. And I know that I've gotten some feedback from some people who've watched my videos saying that it's helped them out, so I'm glad I was able to help some people out. And I would love to help more people that want to pursue their dreams, or if you're just coming into the acting world and you need some advice, feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions about that. So I think that's all that I want to say. That's all my ramblings for now. I do want to get this up before the new year, so hopefully I'll have time to edit this and get it up before New Year's end. And I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I hope you have a happy new year, and I will see you all in the next new year. I can't speak all of a sudden. So remember, someone out there is rooting for you, and you can do it next year. Have a great one. Bye, guys.